Check all stocks for first minute close.
S&P Services PMI, these are both preliminary or intra-period numbers here, but 10 seconds to go here. 54 on the services, 48.5 on the manufacturing expected here. We'll get the actual PMI numbers next week for the month-over-month period, but 54.1 on the services, 46.3 on the manufacturing, so lower than expected, about in line there for the services, guys.
Okay, yeah, I wanted to quickly mention Coinbase, as usual, rejects first resistance and then just tumbles like a dollar. That's what it does every single day, it seems like. If it gets back up, that's 57.5. I think you take a look at that 57.5 level. Also, 59 was big yesterday. What is going on? The market's
just flushing.
Yeah, the market's just flushing. Watch out, Apple 185 is going to come in here pretty quick.
Yeah, the market's at 15 right now.
So this
is the level here. This is what we're talking about, guys. Amazon just came in and just filled us. I wasn't even paying attention. I was watching SoFi there. Amazon just flushed in here, so we're gonna watch. There it is. So we're out. Amazon just completely took down 129 on that number. That was fine, and we again, load it up, come back in, fine for us on Amazon, but here it goes. Maybe it's going back up to the upside. Let's just watch, and I'm not going to sit in here and drive myself crazy with Amazon. If it breaks even lower than this, it breaks. But let's just try it again at 129. Obviously, we get that number there, so, big influence on that. Let's see what happens now. Down to 129. That was the level that supported it before. It's still early. It's only 9:45, so there's a lot of movement still to come here today, but we're down to 15,000 here on the NASDAQ, and it's right here right now. It's trying to bounce. So there it is, 15,000. We called that level, but it's quite an obvious one. So we'll have to wait to see what does happen. As right now, it's Tank City on AMD. Wow. It looks like it's Tank City on Amazon now as well. But there goes AMD. Look at this, man. Now $1.50 in the money on that name. SoFi back down as well. Amazon just keeps breaking me out here, but I still want to get that long on Amazon. So we'll have to wait, be a little more patient on that one, because if this market, like I said, continues to the downside, we've got the bangers on board already, man. SoFi and AMD, huge trades. Let's just see where we go. But Amazon definitely just gave up that 129, and that wasn't that nice.
Yeah, Apple is very close to that 185. It's not there yet, but it just feels like it's a matter of time before we get there. I am looking initially for a bounce off this level. We're at 15,000. So if we hold on to 15,000 on the NASDAQ, well, then Apple never even got to 185. So I want to give it that respect. Palantir, Palantir is at 1360 even. I got a bid down there. I'll try to grab some 61s. You want to make sure you're ringing the register on some of these names. I'm now down to half. Actually exactly half of SoFi, because if we bounce off 15,000, if you didn't take any profit down here, you're going to be hating yourself. It's an obvious level. I should have just got long at 20s maybe on Apple. If that was the bounce, that'll be frustrating. It felt like the market was weak enough that we're going to actually see 185. Instead, we're bouncing at 185.20. Sometimes be a little bit patient, and patience gets the best of you when you're in front of a level like this.
Yeah, that's for sure. This is a tough game.
That was a good bounce.
This is a tough game. We're long. We got back long Amazon down there. We told you we could try to wait for this trade, and then there it is. It comes back in. We're long at 128.80, but the market just bounced off 15, so that was the sort of the trade that we wanted. So there it is. I told you about being a little more patient there. We weren't super patient with Amazon, which is kind of stupid, but we did get a beautiful AMD out right here as well. So 128.50 as that is now, or sorry, 108.50. This is $1.80 in the money when we took that fill, so that was all good. Amazon we just took again, long at 80. We just got a fill there at 18. Let's see if Amazon wants to work off of that level. Then Microsoft actually just held the bottom as well, at 334. So we hit that 334 early. Then we just held it right now. It only goes down as far as 334.26. So a name to look at right there. But here we go, man. Nice bump up off that number, 15. But then now it's coming back in a little bit here. So yeah, like that's why you take the profit where profit lies sometimes. And that's why we took something out there on Amazon. Let's see if it wants to work back out. I'm going to take another out here at 129 for another 20 cents. Same trade, but to see if we can take 20 cents. And then we're going to load this up and then get out if it breaks 128.50. I just think that if the market does bounce, there's 128.50 right there from yesterday afternoon. Let's just see if it holds that level. If not, man, it'll be another L for us on that trade right there. But you know what's no L right here is SoFi. SoFi just keeps on
trucking.
Yeah, it's kind of holding these levels though a little bit, but yeah, I agree with you, man.
We're at support.
Yeah, let's punch some out at 780 and see where we go from here on SoFi.
Yeah, I just got the long. Now I get the long on Apple, right? So I get it at 11. End up waiting for it a little bit closer to 185 even. I don't want an even dollar stop. There's not a lot of size on the bid, so it's not a huge level down there. If it cannot hold on like 10 cents below, I think I just give it up. If it breaks 185, holds on immediately to the first like 10 cents and can get back above, and we can get back above 15,000, that would be a good place to add, but not the way the market is going down here. I don't think it's an add situation. Thank you, Fred, in the chat mentioning that this name is strong. Intel's not just green, it just turned green. So think about that. As the market is breaking the low, the Nasdaq's breaking the low, Intel went green and is now screaming to the upside. Now I got a nice fancy line drawn here for a fade zone on Intel. Didn't think this would be happening with the market ripping. 33 would be that top. If it gets to 33, this would be fighting it a bit counter trend, but if it gets to 33, that's that line. I'm going to go for the short here. If it does a fail break at 33, one way or the other, that PIK, bit of a nothing burger. That's a disappointment. It is holding, but not breaking back out. If this gets back above 150, I think a 150 break with the previous hull price as an out is an easy trade. Like I'll just go long at 51.52 with a 7-cent stop and maybe moon.
Yeah, we can't catch this Amazon. We tried it again there at 50, and it just broke it. So the market's taking down 15,000. You saw that. Now it's below. So this could be that day, right? Down 1.4%. And here things are starting to go to the downside. We're taking advantage of SoFi. We're taking advantage of AMD. But we're not taking advantage of anything else because we've just been focusing on that Amazon trade. And that, again, was great early. Couple hits right there as we continue to watch it. But not much happening other than downside. I mean, there we go. Like, I want to try to catch this bounce on Amazon.
Apple's trying to bounce. There's a chance.
All right, let's just take less shares and see if we can hold it for a little bit more here. Watch, now it will hold, but that's okay. We do take some share. I still think there's a big opportunity here for Amazon. I know we're fighting this trend, and I understand that as the market's here at 15,000. I just need to make sure because how strong Amazon was yesterday, I still feel like buyers can get right back into this name ASAP. I mean, I watched it yesterday make something very similar on Amazon, and then it absolutely just took off. Unfortunately, we have that bad wick there. It's going to be hard to see, so we're going to zoom out of that right now. But let's just see what it can do, man. We're back into this name. We're 25 cents in the money on SoFi. We're $1.80 in the money on AMD, and we're flat now on Amazon. But looking to pick up more at the bottom. Let's try to be patient and try to find a bottom, right? Once we see this market actually take 15,000 and hold it, maybe we'll punch something in. But for right now, we got some bottom wicks here on Amazon. So let's just watch out for it right there. That's that bottom wick at 28.
420 on NVIDIA is right here, right now. Apple's trying to go, but it can't go more than like 15 cents in the money. That's not enough if you're taking the shot there. Intel's at 33 simultaneously, so I might get that fail break at 33. NVIDIA's bouncing big off 420 here, Brendo.
A few things notably strong here. One of them, 3M, up on this, $10.3 billion settlement over their forever claims legal battle that's been going on for a while. The one note in here, they did not admit to any kind of liability in this arrangement that they came up with. So 3M up 2.8% here.
So NVIDIA bounces off 420. Try to get 21s as it broke. It was at 421, like 80, pretty much right away. So that's, I don't think I'm going to get that, Phil. The good news is, if we're going to be bouncing, then Apple makes a nice bounce. So 185. I have 11s. It just got to 50s. I still think you want to ring the register on some of these because the market, while temporarily bouncing here at 15,000, it is trend to the upside. This is going to be so weird because the market's catching a bid. If we start to fail here, I mean, Intel's so darn strong, but it just did the wick above 33. So this is the setup. This is the way. That's me. Like fail break. I'm going to take the short here, give it to the high of the day.
What's up, Brandon?
Another one notably strong, guys, 17%. Nice breakout above that high. They reported beat after the market closed yesterday.
I did not know even. Shots fired.
What stock was that?
Smith & Wesson reported after market.
Yeah, oh, that's why shots fired. That's a good one.
Maybe it's not. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's okay. We only do bad puns around here. That's kind of like it's a dad joke thing. We throw the bad puns when they're obvious. So I'm in an Intel short, which is hella weird as the market's trying to bounce off 15,000. But if it was counter trend before, when the market was tanking, then it failing 33 even, why wouldn't that work now? I've seen Intel go counter trend before. It never seems to last forever. Eventually it starts falling the market, but it feels like too much too fast there. And if we do get back underneath 15,000, like why wouldn't this fall into VWAP here? So I'm gonna get some bids out. SoFi is still fine. The one short that I think I gotta be concerned about, I missed the reload on Palantir. That sucks. As I was looking at Intel opportunity cost, right? Palantir comes and gives you the same entry at 75s where I was short before. It's been basically that 15-cent range we're able to capture. If it's trend down, I want to try to re-enter there, but as you see, might have just missed the reload opportunity on Palantir. Still been a good one. I'm not going to complain about it. Just like SoFi. Had to be in it a couple times. It did try to wick out. It wicked me out above 8. We just jumped right back in exactly at 8 even. It's still trending to the downside. So I'm not really concerned. I'm still holding to about a third of this. PIC's about to break down if it cannot hold this support. If it doesn't hold 130, I don't have a 150 breakout set up. It then starts getting down to a $1.
I don't mind holding on to Amazon